gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the AFL Evolution 2018 in in round two. So yeah, last time I streamed though I doing a good stream. Well, good had a good stream then. Last time Dockers won last in round one, and probably probably it's this will be a good day, and yeah. So last Dockers, I know Dockers won nearly no nearly win 200 points, like nearly 200 points, but we'll try to get. So I don't know if Essendon or Essendon will beat the Dockers and stuff like some point because Essendon won against LA Crows and Richmond and Carlton won against Richmond and yeah, so I guess, and then St Kilda beat Brisbane and Dockers beat Fremantle, South beat North, Collingwood beat Hawthorn, and Western Bulldogs beating Giants. Melbourne beat Geelong, and West Coast beat Sydney Swans. So yeah, let's get into the game. But for first off, I'll start off with, okay, I'm gonna go game option, even though gameplay. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll go check the ladder. So if Richmond need to catch up, there you go. Yeah, so Richmond's on a 11th place. Richmond's on the left of 11 ladder, and LA's on the 10th, and the the rest of the down bottoms be really down bottom, but let's get it achieved to beat in. So my second guess, I might be Richmond for this one. And I freaking wait, there's an LA oval or yeah, alright, cool. Cool. And I'm going to put it away here, and yeah, let's rock and roll. So yeah, I might do the full round two. So yeah, let's let's rock, let's rock and roll.
Welcome to tonight's game between the Crows and Richmond. I'm Dennis Committee, and I'm pleased you could join us. Well, if a green creature approached me from outer space and asked me to show it a good day out, I would, without a moment's hesitation, take it unswervingly to Adelaide. Gee, it's great to be back. With 800 goals and 282 games to his credit, I'm joined now by Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. I've been looking forward to this one all week.
Risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind. We'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. We have the toss of the coin. Here's the bounce to kick off proceedings. Huge leap. The ball in the hands of Kochin. Kochin guides it. Lloyd gets the ball. The kick spins off in the wrong direction. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. Out on the full. Free kick to Richmond. Cheney puts it on the boot. Strong mark. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him 35 metres out. Going for goal number 1. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Goal. That's the first one of the game. He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. All is in readiness. Bounce goes the ball. Jacobs leave the pinatas for the kids. Rance feeds the hand pass out. Player starting something with the 1-2. Going for goal number 1. Nice goal from France. Gets his first. Great start by the Tigers. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Good bounce.
Nankervis is really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. Cochin just hoping for the best. Lloyd takes a shot. Perfect kick.
He's putting on a masterclass with goals like that. Definitely palmed to advantage. Is in his possession. Laird feeds it wide. McIntosh ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. He's elected to play on. Boyd claims it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. A lovely drop punt. Takes it well. Rewalt with a chance if he keeps a cool head. The ball is slammed towards goal by Rewalt. Look at that. He's put it through. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Jacobs without a touch. The clearance by Nankervis.
Richmond are hustling and hassling their opponents, forcing Adelaide into errors when they have the ball and limiting their opportunities to possess it at all. Rioli by hand. He heads into home. Lloyd kicks for goal. Lloyd has got it.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Here's the bounce. Hampson outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. He has the ball, kicked by Douglas. Nice mark under pressure. Played on, kicks it. And the mark will be paid. Richard, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
I wouldn't bet on it.
60 metres out. Rewalt with the mark. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Richmond could score the last 4 goals. Richmond by 6 goals. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce. Jacobs wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Lucky bounce collected. Rewalt shoots it. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. Richmond with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 37-0. I would have expected him to nail that. Cheney kicks to himself. A lovely drop punt. Butler looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Butler throws the ball. Free kick. Smith kicks. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Didn't put the brakes on in time, and he runs it over. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. Guided by Hampson. He has the ball. The ball is hammered towards goal by Miles. A nice running mark. Boyd getting into position for the kick. Boyd takes a shot at goal. That's 5 in a row for the Tigers. The Tigers over. The Crows by 43. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy chip. Hampson got the hit out. Hooley onto the ball. Hooley gets the tap. Richard, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Richmond can consider themselves lucky to be in front at the first break. They really need to deny their opposition the ball and dominate possession.
Lots of points scored during that opening term. We'll go to Richo for the stats.
The scoreboard definitely reflects what a marking powerhouse Richmond could be. Kicking is one of the most essential skills in football, and Richmond could put 14 on the board, which should place them in a good position at this stage of the game if they can keep that up. Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Tigers...
Let's get back to the action.
Just keep going. Everybody gets better if they keep at it.
Good tap from Nankervis. Hooley boots it. Nice mark there. He steadies now in front of goal. Gets boot to high. Takes it well. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Riedel pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Richmond in front.
Riewoldt wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Nankervis taps. Cochin tackle. He grabs it on the run. Boyd making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. That's 7 in a row for Richmond. Richmond leads by 55. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckman unleash. Big leap. He gets his hands on the footy. Launched long by Hooley. Perfect timing from Riewoldt. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
He should kick this.
35 metres out. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. Goal number 4, and I'm sensing there'll be another. And maybe even more, given the opportunities he's getting. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. Bounce straight down. Nankervis with the tap. Sends the ball to open space. He runs for home. Riewoldt looking to add another. What a match he's having. Richmond beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 67-0. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Nankervis with the mighty fist. Crouched with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Smith holding the ball as he's collected by Butler. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Off the ground. Rioli there to mop it up. Handball short. And he's heading for home. Boyd did well then. This kick puts them further into the lead. That's 10 in a row for Richmond. Richmond in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckman unleash. Nankervis hits it. Bounces favourably for Miles. Sends the ball out into space. And he's heading for home. He's having a ball. If you'll excuse the pun, they increase their lead. The Tigers with the advantage as they lead Adelaide 79-0.
Riewoldt's an incredible straight shooter. No angle seems too sharp for him. Pushing him out wide really doesn't increase his chances of missing. In fact, I think he likes the challenge.
All is in readiness. The bounce. Hampson guides it. He has the ball. Quick hands find the running player. Closton going for number 1. They say you miss 100% of the shots you never take, so hopefully he can just shrug that one off. I would have expected him to nail that.
Cheney can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Smith really forced to earn that mark. He boots it. Miles drops it. Butler sharks the ball away. Sending it on its way. The ball is out of bounds.
Punched by Hampson. Otten gathers. Otten taps. Smith holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Butler. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Butler a long way out. Butler just manages to sink it. Richmond leads by 86. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. There's the bounce. Hampson with the punch. Hooley with the football. Grimes finds his man on the move. Approaching the goals now. The Tigers get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Richmond lead the Crows 92-0. The Ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Hampson with the mighty fist. That's holding the ball. He did have prior opportunity. He plays on. Sloan gets the ball. Was that a throw? I think it was. Gets boot to leather. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. That's it for the second quarter. What do you think of it now, Richo?
If the opposition get the early run on in the second half, the Crows will need to slow the game down and change the way they are playing. I'd expect they have a few options up their sleeve, like playing wide or not playing on, but they will need to implement that pretty well straight away.
Let's see. Well, the players have had a good rest, and they look refreshed, ready for the third term.
It will be interesting to see what changes, if any, the coaches make for the second half of the match.
Steady hands there as he holds that one. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 25 metres out. Going for goal number 7. Ringgold with the goal. They increase their lead. Richmond leads by 98. All is in readiness. The bounce is dead straight. Jacobs didn't even get close to that tap. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Curtis steers the ball towards goal. The Tigers in front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball is bounced. Curtis knocks it down the field. He knocks the ball across the line. He opts to play on. Betts gets a free kick after throwing the ball. Kicks hurriedly. Nice contested mark by McIntosh. Holding the ball is the call. Picture perfect drop punt. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. The throw is accurate. Curtis punches. Betts picks up the loose ball. Betts with the tap. Choose to kick it. Cochin marks it.
Cochin has just got a strong pair of hands when it comes to marking. He plays it on. That's a very bad kick. Head down, going for goal. A goal to Richmond.
Awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Curtis punches it. I think he just wants attention. McIntosh claims it. Played on. Puts boots a ball. Caddy grabs that one. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Ringgold going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short. Tough victory this week.
don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. More bounce than a dodgy check. Man Curtis really gets onto this one. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Approaching the goals now. Man Curtis executes the goal well. They're starting to scamp their dominance on this game. Brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Hampson aims for his man on the ground. The bouncing ball is controlled. Rocketed long by Criolle. Grimes soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Grimes executes the goal well. Good things coming through as that's his third. The lead has been increased. Both ruckmen had their eyes on the ball. Here's the bounce.
Hampson will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck there. He chooses to play it on. He kicks the ball. The mark will be paid. Loston taking aim.
Going for goal number one. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Richmond with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Crows 134-0. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. There's the bounce. Guided down nicely by Hampson. Takes possession. Rance with a kick out of the pack. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Grimes off the side of his boot. He had perfect control of the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Richmond with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 135-0. The Crows with a lot to think about as they trail by 135.
Well, they're still in it, but they need something to ignite them in this last quarter. They can't expect their opposition to hand it to them.
That was a high-scoring third quarter. Let's see with the stats how both teams performed.
If you look at the stats, the Crows don't look crash hot. If you want to look at the scoreboard, they don't look any better.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. Last quarter, here we go.
What makes something special is not just what you have to gain, but what you feel there is to lose.
Sends the Sharon on its way. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop. Grimes looking for another goal here. That could be the final nail in the coffin. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Man Curtis gets the tap. He controls the bouncing ball. Seedsman holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Grimes. Richard, what are his chances from here?
It's just too far out for him, Ben.
Grimes a long way out on the full. Sends it on its way. Good mark on the run. Can he kick it from here, Richard?
An elite footballer should slot this every time, Dennis.
A set shot on a 30-degree angle. The Tigers with a handy break, leading Adelaide 142-0. That's one area of this game that does need improvement.
Cheney has to stay committed. Then with a little bit of guts and determination, he should make something of his career. Puts boot to ball. The mark will be paid. Sending it on its way. Good mark. Betts lines up. He gets boot to the ball. He gets it under pressure.
He wants to play on. Rance slams it on the boot. A nice running mark. Grigg, not wasting time, elects to play on. Edwards controls it. Crouch won't be getting under that one. Reynolds soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. The mark missed by Grimes. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. It's not the score he was looking for. Grimes ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Richard, what are his chances from here?
Distance is not a problem. It's all about the accuracy.
It looks like Richmond have this one in the bag.
Grimes, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Curtis directs it down. Grigg is able to grab it on the half volley. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Butler just makes the goal line. This kick stretches the lead. It looks like Richmond have this one in the bag.
Butler's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Curtis aims for his man on the ground. Crouch with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Curtis is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Jacobs. Miles going for number 1. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. The Tigers leads by 156. Disappointing kick there. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 35 metres out. A 45-degree angle for this kick. The Tigers are nailing the coffin shut.
Grimes has a nose for goal. She wouldn't want to bet against him, even on the tightest of angles.
The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. There's the bounce. Punch by Hampson. Jacobs comes away with the ball. Not a pretty drop pump, but it gets away okay. Ellis has it.
Ellis can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. He gets through to the ball. And the ball crosses over the boundary.
Claimed by Hampson. He gets a kick out of the pack. Cochin ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. He decides to play on. Bumps the pigskin. Listen, here's the thing. This game is over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided.
Adelaide clearly didn't have their heads in this game. Perhaps they were too busy thinking about the nightclubs they would frequent tonight. If the players keep this up, they won't be on the list much longer.
The final scores stand at Richmond 162, the Crows 0. Well, that's all we have time for. We only part to meet again, maybe next weekend. Hi, Dennis Cometti here, and the two teams about to go head-to-head today, the Kangaroos and the Saints. And I've got to say, it's good to be back here in Docklands. A reasonable turnout for this match. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
Right, Dennis, today should be a great match.
The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. North Melbourne are led by their captain onto the field of play. We have the toss of the coin. Here we go. It's North Melbourne versus the Saints. Athlete won't be getting that pass from Goldstein. He gives the ball away. Gains possession. Roback heading in. Watch his style. Nice goal from Roback. North Melbourne score first. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Goldstein with the first touch. With the ball now. He hand passes the ball. Webster gains possession through the interception. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Picked by Savage. Robertson grabs that one. Jams it on the boot. Tarrant claims it. He's elected to play on. Sends it on its way. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Garner has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Part-time has a kick. He gets the upper hand, lining it up with the goal now. Dumont goes for home. Goal for Kangaroos.
That's 2 in a row for North Melbourne. The Saints in trouble. They need to get a move on. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Goldstein with the hit. Williams controls it. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Dumont gets the upper hand. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He has a very good chance from here.
45 metres out. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. That's 2 now. He's playing well. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. Dumont knows that was something special. Goldstein with the punch. Williams gets the ball. Dishes it off by hand. Akers won't hit the intended target. Chips it down towards half forward. McDonald looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
The Kangaroos are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. He opts to play on. Garner boots it. That's a mark. Dumont lines up.
He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. The Kangaroos have run to their tally. That's number 3. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Hit by Goldstein. Bounces favourably for Zeeble. Zeeble throws it clear as day. Picked by Armitage. Almost a touch of synchronised swing about that mark. There's the peg. He's elected to play on. No contest for that mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Roback, a long way out. Strong mark. Good as this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. 30 metres from home. You're back in from this position. The Kangaroos by 5 goals. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. There's the bounce.
Brown is really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. Wood plays on with it. He completely mistimes the kick. He intercepts the ball on the bounce. Zeeble marks the ball.
He decides to play on. Here's a mighty kick at the footy. A big run to take that mark. Here's a chance for Peeters. 50 metres out. We'll go to Richo for the stats.
The Kangaroos appear to have a distinct advantage with 14 kicks over 7 kicks from St Kilda. The gap between the Kangaroos and St Kilda is larger than life. 2 marks to the Saints, while North Melbourne sit comfortably ahead on 11. The tackle.
First break is finished. set to commence.
The winners in life constantly think in terms of I can, I will, and I am.
Ziegel, not wasting time, elects to play on. Pumps the big skin. DeMont has it. Concentration comes by the combination of confidence and hunger. So it's on 25 metres out. Gee, you wouldn't like to miss from here. The Kangaroos have scored the last 6 goals. North Melbourne by 6 goals. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce, laser straight.
North Melbourne have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. He claims the ball. It's played on. He slams that on the boot. Higgins with a strong mark.
Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 45 metres out. Higgins shoots. Higgins manages to sneak it through, and that puts them further in front. The Kangaroos have scored the last 7 goals. North Melbourne by 7 goals. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Goldstein punches. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. He picks up the loose ball. Clark gets his first possession. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Garnett with the mark. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So it's on, going for goal number 1. Higgins couldn't hold on to that one. Takes a trip to the candy store with that move. They've conceded possession. Going for goal number 1. Perfect kick. That's 8 in a row for the Kangaroos. The Kangaroos by 8 goals. The Ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Longer timing terrible. He's letting his messages before the beat. So well timed.
Tarrant has shown a lot of character with his recent performances. He plays on, he kicks the ball. Cunnington with great hands. He opts to play on. He gets boot to the ball. There's no contest for that mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot at Garner. Goes for home. That's a goal.
The Kangaroos have scored the last 9 goals. The Kangaroos by 9 goals. The Ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Good tap from Goldstein. The ball in the hands of Armitage. It's put to high. It shouldn't have bothered. Yunes doesn't waste that opportunity. Dances around the boundary line. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Clark throws it. Clear as day. Perfect timing from Bright. He plays on. Wright sends one up towards the wing. Strong mark by Bakers. Slams it on the boot. Perfect timing from Goldstein.
Goldstein, it's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cool head so he can make the right decisions more often. Slips through his fingers. Puts the head down as he runs into the goal. Perfect kick. It's North Melbourne with the lead over St Kilda.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Claimed by Goldstein. Akers comes away with the ball. The ball being picked up before it makes its target with the quick hands. Garnett runs in. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. North Melbourne have scored the last 10 goals. North Melbourne beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 66-0. You can feel the intensity build as both Ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Goldstein decisively. Let's see what the stats have to show.
Scoreboard looks good, stats look good, the Kangaroos is looking good from all angles.
Thank you very much, Richo. It's half time and we'll be back soon for the second half. The players have had a good break. They should be ready to bring this game home.
The best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. McMillan choosing to play on. Cunnington had it, lost it. He picks up the loose ball. Zeeble sends it out to space. Going for goal number 1. The ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by DeMont. Approaching the goals now. Shot by DeMont. North Melbourne in front. It's not the score he was looking for. Stevens waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. Dropped by Jacobs. Very quiet by his standards. Webster collects it. Sends it on its way. Nice mark there. Akers puts it on the boot. The contest, no match for him.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give the Kangaroos a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. Higgins taking aim. Higgins goes for home. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly.
DeMont unloads one towards goal. The Kangaroos have 73. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Goldstein gets onto the ball. Bounces favourably for Savage. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Inside 50 now. A good mark under the circumstances.
McMillan's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. He boots it. Garner misses the ball. Akers gets the interception on the bounce.
Bumps the pigskin. DeMont marks on the run. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 30 metres from home. The Kangaroos get a goal. That's number 7. North Melbourne beat the Saints 79-0. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Goldstein punches it. Has it now. Williams lobs the pass. He runs into the goal. The ball is slammed towards goal by Butler. That's a very well executed goal. North Melbourne by 85.
North Melbourne has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around St Kilda. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Brown gets onto the ball. Webster knocks the ball loose with a big tackle. Garnett approaching home now. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Brown with a great kick. The Kangaroos in front.
Brown has a nose for goal. She wouldn't want to bet against him, even on the tightest of angles.
The bounce is straight as an arrow. Guided by Brown. Has it now. Anderson with the hand pass. Brown kicks for goal. Chalk up a goal for North Melbourne. Brown with that kick has increased the lead. North Melbourne in front. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Brown with the mighty fist. Athlete with the ball. Sends it into the open paddock. Athlete grabs him way too high. That's got to be a free kick. Waiting for the three-quarter time siren now. Webster puts it on the boot. Perfect timing from Williams. He plays on. Gets off a wobbly kick. An easy grab for Turner. He chooses to play on. Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
St Kilda have a score that reflects their stats. Not good.
Enlightening, Richo. Only one term to go now.
Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, an hour, or a day, or a year. but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If you quit, however, it will last forever.
Dumont in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. He's been outstanding, going for goal number 8 right here. Nice mark under pressure. Higgins lines it up. Going for goal number 2 with the back. He's put it forward. Higgins making the lead bigger. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Higgins obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is dead straight. Claimed by Goldstein. Has it now. Kicks it. Nice mark there.
Clark has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Dunstan marks the ball. He boots it. No one around troubling him there. Sending it on its way, the mark will be paid.
Played on. That's a massive kick. Atley couldn't hang on to the ball. Nicely intercepted by Goldstein. Approaching the goals now. Marked by Dumont. He steadies now in front of goal. Dumont takes a shot. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Good tap from Goldstein. Jacobs controls. Puts the head down as he runs in. He's missed the goal. North Melbourne pleads and killed it 110-0. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Stevens would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Higgins goes for home. He could not have kicked that any better. North Melbourne had the advantage on the scoreboard over the Saints.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Goldstein is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate longer. Scoops up the bouncing ball. The ball spills to Stevens. Wins the hard ball. He wants to play on. Boots it. Carter looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. He's a long kick. Higgins has it. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Having a big day, going for goal number 4. If this game were being played on water, the Kangaroos would be walking on it.
Higgins has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here's the bounce. Goldstein gets onto the ball. Longer collects it. He's got the football now. Good drop punt by Anderson. Gathers the ball. Garnett looking for another goal here. No goal. North Melbourne leads by 123. It's not the score he was looking for. Stevens to bring it in. He decides to play on. Going for goal number 2. Slots it. Roback making the lead bigger. North Melbourne are in control of this game.
Roback needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps a player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Clean tap by Goldstein. Able to grab it on the half volley. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. North Melbourne in front. It's not the score he was looking for. Jacobs marks it. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
He's kicking at about a 30-degree angle, which could for a challenger. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Bounce goes the ball. Good tap from Goldstein. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Listen, here's the thing. This game was over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between North Melbourne and the Saints?
Country is full of good coaches, but we shouldn't be blaming the coach for this result. What it takes to win is a bunch of interested players, but I don't think any coach could turn these players around.
Enlightening, Richo. Final scores at 136-0. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
Thanks, Dennis. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Until next time, goodbye.
Champions, you'll agree. North Melbourne is the team that plays to win for you and me.
Greetings and welcome to Saturday afternoon football. Dennis Cometti speaking. Welcome to Etihad Stadium. And welcome to my co-commentator and Richmond goal-kicking legend, Matthew Richardson.
Happy to be here today, Den. Can't wait for this one to start.
The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Banners ready for the players. The game is underway. Witts didn't even get close to that tap. Miller kicks it out of congestion, takes it well. Cherno, not wasting time, elects to play on. Takes that one strongly. Right plays off, jams it on the boot now. Takes that one strongly. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 40 metres from home. Goal for Simpson, gets his first. The first goal going to the Blues. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. More bounce than a dodgy check. Huge leap. He's got the football now. Cherno dishes it off by hand. Right taking a chance at goal. Goes wide for the behind. Carlton by 7 points. Disappointing kick there.
Swallow has improved his hands to a point now that he can release players from tight pack situations. The mark will be paid. Barlow with the kick, right, takes the mark, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Puts boot to ball. Curnow with good strong hands. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Curnow goes for home. Magnificent goal.
There's already some distress for Gold Coast. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Cruiser guides it. He's got the football now. Lobs the pass. Right off the side of his boot. Gets the ball. A good start to the game for the Blues. It's not the score he was looking for. A big run to take that back. Cherno taking aim. 30 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. Goal to the Blues. He's back to double now. Cherno puts them further in front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Guided by Cruiser. Kripska's able to grab it on the half volley. It gets a kick out of the pack. I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. The Blues by 26.
Carlton has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they're just running rings around. The Suns, they aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Good fist. Controlled by Miller. He boots it from the pack. Marks back. Ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. He chooses to play on. Kicks it. Wright couldn't keep his hands on it. Lucky bounce collected. Krusik with his head down. Running for home. Krusik goes long and gets the goal. Carlton 32.
The Blues are just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Big leap. Land on the ball at the moment. Harbrook has the ball. He has the ball. Knocked up his first touch. Going for goal number 1. Score for the Blues. Gets his first. Carlton in front.
The Blues has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around Gold Coast. They aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Umpire bounces the ball.
Phillips is really good at getting up in the ruck, but his directional taps need some more work. It takes courage to throw yourself to the ball like that. Puts boot to the ball. Good mark.
He plays on now. Graham drives it inside the 50. Drops the mark, and the Crummers are waiting. That decision was like taking a bee into a job interview. Not a very good idea. The Blues leads by 34. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Witz without a touch. The clearance by Phillips. Lamb threading the needle right there. Picks up his first possession. Wootery with a great kick. The Blues in front. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. One down by Phillips. Ball up in the centre square. Witz without a touch. The clearance by Phillips.